everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's a bit of an interesting setup. I just thought I'm going to chill here with you in my big jumper, winter socks, and what we're going to do is kit up a couple of things that I want to start, and I thought it's quite a nice video to do probably. We'll just chill, go over my fabrics, some threads, see what happens, and you can see my process as well through how I do this. So the first thing I want to kit up is this Nora Corbett Let It Be. I do have all the floss it's charted for and all the beads. So what I'm going to do is just pick fabrics for it. Now I'm going to stitch this twice, so I sort of need to find fabric twice, or at least one fabric, and then have another one just in mind. So what I'm going to do, what I normally do, I just take the floss out. So I have my floss, I have my beads. So this is the floss. I'll show you some close-ups. Here we are. So these are the colors. I'm hoping that you can see these. They're very beautiful colors. These are classic Colourworks. Here they are, beautiful fibers. I know they are expensive, but I figured if I'm doing this twice, as I've mentioned in my previous video, that it will pay off. So I've got my floss, I've got my beads here. Here they are. So sort of cream, purple, sort of champagne colours. And then it also has one coronet, which is this beautiful, beautiful blue colour. Here we are. So what I'll do, I'll open up my fabrics, put that aside for now. What I normally do, I just open them all up, sort of lay them out and see what do I have. Okay. The ones that are in bags, I just leave them in bags. We'll do this. Okay. There's no easy, quick. Well, you could use, there is a website called something viewer. So it does have most of the fabrics from sort of big fabric dyers. And then you could add your pattern onto it and check if you like it, but I just prefer doing it this way. In person is always different. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll leave, maybe open these ones up as well. Let's get them out. Oh, these are so pretty. So pretty. And I love looking at my fabrics. I love collecting fabrics because, as I say, it's a whole different hobby. Here we are. Okay, so I will need a big piece for this one. It's not big at all. So what I do next, I just grab my floss and I sort of lay them next to the colours and see which ones will pop the most. I think this one would look nice, but that's a bit too much going on. Don't know if you can see, just a bit too much going on because the fabric is very much modelled. And I think I want this whole kind of design to pop, so I don't want the background to be too overwhelming. This is a beautiful fabric. This would be quite nice, I think. Let's have a look. Not sure on this one. It's a nice neutral, but I'm not sure if this is the right neutral for this. So I'll put that one aside. This one I think is too busy, so I don't even, it would look nice, but it's too busy. This one's beautiful. This could work. Ooh, this could really work. Okay, this is a contender. Oh, this one of my favorites. That's a definite no, just because it's too busy, but it's a beautiful fabric. Let's have a look. This one is beautiful as well. This could work. I think this would work as well, so we'll put it aside. And then green. This is quite pretty too. I'm not sure if it's a bit too dark. Oh, I like this one. I'll put that one aside. Let's have a look. This one's very pretty as well. This one's Pale Lilac by XG Designs. Oh, this one's so pretty as well. Very pretty. That's a contender. Nope, I think this one's too dark. And I think this one's just a bit too bright. I've got a few more, so let's open those. Okay, so this is sort of burnt orange, which I think is too similar to this one here. So I'm gonna put it aside straight away. This one's pretty, but it's too similar to another one that I've just chosen, and this is a bigger piece, so I don't want to cut it up. This one I think is a little bit too mottled. This one's quite pretty, and for a child for a piece, I think this would work quite nicely. That's a contender. And blue, don't particularly want to use this up because I have a plan for that one. Not that one. And then the last one, oh no, that would be a joke, not the last one, is this dark deep blue, which again, I don't want to do it on the blue. I think it's a bit too dark for what I'm looking for. And then there's a whole another bag. Okay, so this one's Dusky Roses, which would look quite pretty in this as well, I think. This is quite pretty. Okay, that's a contender. That's too dark, definitely not this one. That's too dark as well. So that's a definite, these are all no's. Oh, this one's pretty. I don't think it's for this piece, but it's such a beautiful fabric. What else have we got? This one's quite pretty, but again, I've got a similar one, and this is a big piece, so I don't really want to cut it up. This one, I have a plan for this one as well, so that's a no. This one's a bit too mottled, so that's a no. This one's too dark, but also very pretty. Very pretty, but too dark. Very pretty, but too big and too mottled. And I won't go into this little bag because these are, well, actually, let's have a look. My jumper just got caught on my ring. Let's have a look. So these are little cuts. I've spoken about them. These are from Crafty Kitten. These are the cuts that have some sort of imperfections with them. So this one is in serged, but it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I think this is even weave. This could work. Let's have a look. Oh, this could really work. And I think it would be just about big enough. Okay. What are the others? No, that's Ada. Not doing this on Ada. We know my love with Ada. Not. No, that's too green and too mottled. Oh, I really like this one. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, what do we think? Maybe threads are a little bit too dark to go on this. Beautiful piece. I'm going to put that aside as a potential. Okay, now this one's pretty also. Not sure, might be a bit, I think there's too many colors in it. I think it's a bit too modeled. So those are going to go aside. Okay, so I'm going to show you which ones I've put aside that are potentials. So it's this beautiful fabric over here. This darker one. This one, oh, I really like this one. I really, really like this one. This one. This one, which I now think is a little bit too modeled. Not sure. This one might be a bit too yellowy. This one and this one. So for now, I'll put them aside. And then I've got another kit I want to start, which is this piece here. I love this one. So beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. Now for this, I want to look into the threads that I already have, and also use one of the fabrics that I already have. Now, floss wise, you can see, it has DMC 310, DMC 972, and that's it. It's only got two colors, the black and sort of orangey one, but I want to swap them over and do something a little bit more special. So we'll have to see. It's a very big pattern. There's a lot of pages within it. It's not a quick stitch at all, but I really like it. Now, originally what I had done, I had put this one as a contender, which is a deep red, but I've started to think if I'm using fancy floss that I would want it to show up really well, so I would need a lighter fabric. This could be a little bit overwhelming, but it's gorgeous. I love this fabric. It's like the most beautiful red ever. 32 Can Belfast linen. And I've got these two skeins from XU Designs. This is silk, grey silk, and it would look pretty on this, but I don't have enough for the whole piece, so I would have to sort of pick and choose which ones would have to be stitched in that. So, I think I should pick the threads first before I pick the fabric for this, and then match threads to the fabric. So, this is how I keep my threads, guys. I don't have a fancy way of keeping them. This is it. So it's not great. But I also have some threads in bags with fabric, the fabrics that were mystery boxes. So I have blues, and I have oranges, which I think I want to use. So let's have a look. I really want to use this metallic, which is It says Entis. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. It's beautiful orange. So I would think that for those orange bits, I would use this. And I had this in mind for a long time. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thread. And it would show up really, really nicely. So that's a potential. I also have this orange classic Colourworks, but it's not sparkly, it's not very variegated, it's just an orange. And I would like to do this in silks if possible, as much as I can as well. Now this one's Bushfire by Dinky Dyes, which isn't very orangey, it's more of a salmon colour, if you like, so more of a pinkish sort of shade. And then I have these beautiful orange bees, which I do want to use, so I'm going to put them aside as well. And this can go into my floss bag. Okay, let's have a look what other colours I have that I would quite like to use. I have a lot of skeins of DMC Black Etoile, so I think I'm going to use that. I have 2, 4, 5 skeins. And I do want this to be super sparkly, so I think this is my choice for the black. I do have one floss which is gorgeous. It's from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, but I don't have enough, I don't think. Let's see if I can show you. It has sort of red tones in it. It's very, very beautiful. It's got red tones in it, sort of purpley burgundy tones. But I have only one skein, and this was limited edition, so I won't be able to get any more of this. And I don't know, what do we think? Does it look good next to each other? What do we think? What do we think? Do we like it? I'm not sure, but I really want to use this one, Hand Dyed by Rolanda, but I'm not 100% sure if it really fits within it. I sort of want to do different characters in different colours, so let's see. I could use this one with a bit of red for maybe kittens at the top. I don't think there are any others anywhere. Maybe the owl as well. Now the owl does have sparkly orangey eyes. Do I think this would look good with orange? Do we like it? What do we think? Does it look good with orange? I think it does look good. I really do. I have a few other really special flosses that look beautiful and would probably look pretty. So this one's by Hand Dyed by Rolanda as well, which is a beautiful colour. I also have this one, which is definitely very much in your face, not for this piece, but it's a beautiful colour. I have this one, which is stunning as well. And then I have this one. Sorry, they're a little bit crinkled up. Okay, so I know this one would be very, very beautiful, but I think it's a little bit too bright for this. I think it deserves something else. Let's have a look. What else do I have? Let's see. Let's see. I do want to use these grey ones as well, definitely. They're quite pretty. Let's have a look. I think those are the main flosses that I would be quite keen on using. What else do I have? Don't think I have anything else that's quite special. I do have some blues from let's have a look. I have some blues from the mystery box from Crafty Kitten, but I wasn't planning on doing blues. And they're not very variegated, so not sure. I would really like to use this Handmade by Rolanda, the limited edition one, on the witches, but I'm not sure if I have enough to do them both. What I might have to do is calculate how many stitches there are between the both of the witches, and then put it in a calculator and see if this floss would be enough. There are some calculators out there. I will keep greys just to sort of alternate maybe the leaves. So do some, so the leaves are at the bottom right here. So maybe alternate some in black, some in grey, just to make it a bit more interesting, and just maybe use it at random places. And then the sparkly orange and a Toile Black by DMC, and of course some orange beads to make it sparkly. So now the fabric. The fabric is obviously sort of the main centerpiece, if you like, because I mean, you can see a lot of fabric, so it has to be something that's not obviously covering the threads. It has to be something where you can still see the threads. Now the first thing, I can see where this won't work. So it does work with the grey, it does work with the black, but it does not work with this, and I really want to use this. So red will probably be a no, which is a shame. I really wanted to use it, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. I can use it for something else. Okay, let's see what are other options. It has to be quite a big piece. Let's see what it says. Does it have any recommendations? Okay, so this one says for 14 count, 28 count fabric, it will use 25 centimeters wide and 58 centimeters high, so that's 10 inches by 23 inches, but that's for 14 count, 28 count. So most of my fabrics are 32 count, so I will need a smaller piece than that. Let's have a look. Now this would be perfect, and I spoke about this so many times now. This is a gorgeous fabric, which is super Halloweeny, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to see the fabric as much as I want. I want the fabric to be the centerpiece, this fabric, for whenever I use it. And I think it wouldn't be a centerpiece for this. And also I don't think it's big enough. Let's have a look. This is 19 centimeters, but no, what am I saying? So this is 19 inches by 13.5. Technically it would be big enough, I suppose. but I just think I can use it for something else. Now, green. Green is a little bit Christmassy, but it might work for these. Oh no, it doesn't work. Again, because this one has sort of burgundy shades, it doesn't particularly work. So that's a no. I don't even know what colour would work for this. Literally zero. Ooh. What about this one? What do we think? What do we think? What do we think about this one? Not sure. Could be a contender. Could be a contender. I don't want to use this one. I think it's just too modelled. I could use something very simple and very basic like this, and then everything would look good on it. I think these would look very pretty on this. So that's an option. That's an option for that. And then a few others. I really like this one, and I think this one's a bit more model than this, but it's still quite neutral, so I think any colour would still look pretty on this. This might work. Okay, that's a contender. I'm not gonna use this one, actually. No, it just clashes too much. Okay, now another green one though. This one's a bit more of a apple colour. That looks pretty. Ooh, and that one looks quite good. And the black looks quite good on this. And the grey will look good on this. And the beads. This is a good contender as well. What else do we have? Ooh, this is a pretty floss. You know what? This might look even better. So this is Dinky Dye's Persian Jade. This could look better than this, and I could save this for something else maybe. What do we think? Oh, I started to think that I should be using this. It's not very variegated. It's not very impressive. No, I'm gonna stick with the red for now. This is a nice fabric as well. This is definitely even weave, and it's a big cut. Pretty fabric. Could be an option. Let's have a look what the threads will look like against it. Ooh, that's pretty. That's definitely pretty. Here we are. I like this a lot. I seem to be leaning towards either neutrals or sort of bluish colours. So we'll put this one on the maybe pile. That's maybe. This one, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Oh, actually. Oh, you know what? This could be the one. Because oranges look beautiful on it. The ones that have red tones in it look beautiful. Grey looks beautiful. Black looks beautiful. Definitely a contender. And I have a very big piece. Definitely not this one. Too dark. This one now is similar to this. This is more of a peachy colour, whereas this one's more of a pinky colour. But that's a no. I have a different plant for that one. This one could be quite nice. Beige desert. Again, this is similar maybe to this or this. And I think these colours would look pretty on this as well. Oh yeah, definitely. Because the red sort of bounces off of this one quite nicely. And grey looks beautiful on it. That's a very, very good option. They're both very similar, but one is opalescent and the other one isn't. So, good contenders. And this one's a no because it's too dark. And this one's a no because I don't want blue. Though probably orange would look quite nice on it. And the beads would look quite nice. And the red would look quite nice. Maybe. So, what I'm going to do next, I will probably post a poll on my Instagram right after this video goes live. So if you want to go there and vote which fabrics I should use for what I'm going to do, I might sort of do a couple of different polls, so sort of condense all of the fabrics, and then you can decide which fabric I'm going to use for all of these pieces. My Instagram is at ingstitch, INGSSTITCH, and I will leave the link down below. Go and vote there, as I mentioned. Right after this goes live, I'm going to pop that into my Instagram. And I hope you enjoyed it. It's just something different. I do like watching people pick different colours, talk about it, about the thought process. So let me know what you thought about this. And I look forward to finding out which fabrics I'm going to use. Please do subscribe, press the bell button to be notified about my videos. Leave comments down below if you want to talk to me. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.